This playthrough is rated M for mature.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Metal Gear Acid. In the last episode, we finally, we thought we found Fleming, but we found out that there was a trickaroo there by Leone who wanted to get us caught. So does that mean Gary is a snitch to us, or was he unwittingly manipulated by Leone? And now we've got a new companion in our group, Teliko now, who's been here before, so she's apparently supposed to be a big help to the loner of Solid Snake. Not that he's like, I'm super tough, I need to be alone, but more like, it's a stealth mission. Doing it by yourself is a lot faster than multiple people. But we'll need her help anyway, I guess. So let's take her along. Now let me look at some of the cards I got from the previous episode. There's only two of them that I really wanted to show that were important, which is the Solid Snake card from his Metal Gear Solid 2 counterpart. Hang, equipped to use, disappears after 90 cost. I don't know what that means. Hang. Maybe I'll describe it later on. Solid Snake. After the Shadow Moses incident, Metal Gear Solid 1, Snake formed the anti-Metal Gear organization, Philanthropy, along with Otacon. Which I think it was just him and Otacon. There was like no one else in that group. Since then, he has participated in a number of extra-legal extremist activities against the many Metal Gear variations being developed worldwide, including data collection and sabotage missions. We're not tools of the government or anyone else. Fighting was the only thing I was good at, but at least I always fought for what I believed in. I guess that's true. Definitely different from your surrogate father, Big Boss. And Meryl Silverberg, first appearance, Metal Gear Solid 4, Metal Gear Solid 1. Break, halves user's cost. Now, if she says half, so what? But that doesn't say what it hang does, though. Alright, whatever. Halves user cost, cannot be applied to movement. Meryl Silverberg, Roy Campbell's niece. Campbell took care of her after her father died in a combat in the Gulf War. On the day of the Shadow Moses incident, she was deployed to Foxhound as an emergency replacement, ended up getting caught in the fray. Just what I expect from the legendary Solid Snake. You're trying to sweep me off my feet? You know, they did an interesting twist to that character, which you find out in Resident Evil. Why am I saying that? Metal Gear Solid 4. I don't know if it was an interesting twist just because of what happens with her, but yeah, it was different than what you expect from like that type of relationship. And there were some other cards we got as well. If those ever pop up, I'll do it. Actually, maybe I should give the card to Snake. Yeah, I went on it. I probably cut a good deal of it, but from the previous episode. But I went on a big tangent about how I thought the whole card thing was poor design because it took forever for the card to get in our hand. It wasn't even in our hand; it was in Teiko's hand, and well, hopefully I won't get too heated again. I mean, it's not like I got super heated, but I did get a little annoyed, you know, at it. So now that now I've calmed down a bit and taken a quick break, I shouldn't be quick to judge. I don't know why this game's getting on me so much recently, and I don't even think it's a bad game either. Usually it's the bad games that I get on too much, but I don't know. What was that awful smell? When I first came in, it made me nauseous too. Spray some of that perfume you're wearing, Teliko. I thought her name was Teliko. Is that just someone not paying attention in the translation? I think so. But I'm not wearing any perfume. Didn't we say something about that earlier? Like she said she wasn't and he smelled something weird? But Snake, I checked up on that name you were identified as by the security system. Hans Davis. Ugh. Well, what's wrong? I've got a splitting headache. Why? From Teliko? From you? From just this whole situation? Yeah, whatever. Take the headache medicine attached to your chain. And Snake, I found out quite a lot. Let's hear it. Hans Davis was the top dog at that laboratory several years ago. He was Fleming's supervisor and presided over the various research projects. He was on loan from Beagle as a lab chief, but he has no records on file before that. When Hans first arrived, witnesses attest that dozens of children were taken from the main island to Libido Island by boat. Children? No one ever heard from them again. Locals say that drove of children being lured into a boat conjured up on image, eerily reminiscent of the Pied Piper of Hamlet. I actually know that reference. Actually, I know a lot of the references here, but you know. ... Could those children have been used as test subjects for the new drug? I don't know, but apparently Hans is the type of man who will use any means, fair or foul, to get what he wants. Now who? That's not where the ritual conjuration was held. What the ritual conjuration? What are we going into magic now? Gary. Conjuration. Test patients for the new drug were forced to sleep in that storehouse, packed in like sardines. An accident caused most of them to die. Kind of reminds me of some World War II Nazi shit. Ugh. They were closed in for quite a while. A lot of people died in there, Snake. Where are you, Gary? Would you like to know about Hans Davis? Do you know something about him? Are you somehow listening in on this or something? Ha 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 ha. That's probably not the voice I should go. What's so funny? Sorry, Snake. It's just amusing to hear you ask about Hans so earnestly. I'm not doing a very good laugh, but oh well. What are you laughing about? A new drug was definitely being developed in this laboratory, but it's not your typical combat enhancer. It's the proverbial golden egg, one that'll hatch into riches beyond our wildest dreams. What's that mean? What are you hiding from us? Are you the real bad guy? All I wanted was the Aqua research data. Aqua? Or Akua? I don't know. The structural formula, biosynthetical metabolitic pathways, and of course the clinical test data. I wanted all of it. Then I had to get Fleming to crack the code for me. I was waiting for so long for my big break, cooped up in this depressing lab. So, Pythagoras is encoded. Pythagoras? You think I give a damn about Pythagoras? For all I care, your team, Beagle, and that giant tub of a soldier can kill each other over it. I assume you're talking about Leone. Pythagoras has nothing to do with Aqua, then. Snake, can you tell me with a straight face that you haven't the slightest clue about Pythagoras? Yep, because I'm like the Leone said, I'm like a leash. Dog on a leash. Gotta send me your way. Why would I know anything? Wow. I suppose number 16 doesn't ring a bell either. Why would I know any of this stuff? Seems like you're all still groping in the dark. About Solid Snake's involvement too, I suppose. What was that? Children were kidnapped and brought to this island. Locals were even compared it to the Pied Piper of Hamlet. We already mentioned that. We know how to do it again. Believe it or not. Boy, did they hit the nail on the head. The locals are surprisingly more in tune with what's going on than you are. Gary, what do you know about Solid Snake? Did this game come out before Metal Gear Solid 3? I don't think it did. I'll let you figure it out. Just ask yourself. Just ask yourself, Snake. Were you involved with the research somehow? Why were you granted full access at the retina scan? And why were you identified as Hans Davis? ... Don't listen to him, Snake. Your beloved Pythagoras is Metal Gear. Metal Gear? I should have known a Metal Gear was going to pop up in this game. It's called Metal Gear, for God's sakes. What? ... Pythagoras has something to do with a weapon called Metal Gear. Metal Gear. Well, it's almost like a, what's that occurrence when people get like issues of like shock and awe from like war? God, my brain's just shutting off for a second. You get seismic activity in your brain every time something gets triggered or something like that, you know. Except the actual trigger, not like stuff that. Nah, never mind. I was gonna say something about the internet, but I'll hold my tongue. Out with it, Gary. I'm afraid I'll have to be signing off soon. Thanks to all of you and your big mission, those soldiers were drawn out of my hair, buying me just enough time to acquire the Aqua data. Not only that, but even you filled me in on Fleming's true whereabouts. Just look at our little information sessions here as my heartfelt thanks to you. But I'm a busy man. I'll be needing Fleming to help me turn in this data into several large briefcases full of dead presidents. Funny how without the code, this data is just a jumble of rubbish. Oh, and to answer your question, Snake, I'm just a stone's throw away from BRC-026. Let's see who can get to Fleming first, shall we? You're not really much of a rival or competition, dude. Actually, I don't even think Snake cares about that type of stuff. He cares about the mission and getting it done. Dot, dot, dot. If Fleming cracks the code, he'll be nothing more than a waste of space to me. After all, there's no need for two Aqua developers. Gary, you wouldn't. How does it feel to talk with a soon-to-be billionaire? Well, I don't know. You have to live to spend those billions, you know. Gary, come in. Gary! Roger, what's all this about Metal Gear? It was previously discussed as a possibility. So you knew. One of our investigators stated the possibility of a nuclear development project taking place in the physics and chemistry laboratory, but there wasn't any smoking gun proof of it. It was nothing more than a possibility. Even if it was the slimmest of possibilities, it should have been put under investigation. Truth be told, it was, but we were pressured out of it before we could really get down to business. A very powerful individual is behind Beagle. ... What is Metal Gear, Colonel? You don't know about Metal Gear? It's like everyone in this game knows, or everyone in the world of Metal Gear knows about Metal Gear. It's a nuclear-equipped walking battle tank, once the strict property of the United States, but due to leakage of military secrets, other countries were equipped with enough technical capability to build their own. Nuclear-equipped? Why would something like that be in this lab? Who would do such a thing, and for what purpose? You can bet the house that Beagle is behind this. But still, could Pythagoras really be Metal Gear? It makes perfect sense to me. Everything is Metal Gear to you, dude. That would mean Leone's unit is after Metal Gear. Do those bastards plan on firing a nuke at the United States of America? Roger, can you zero in on Gary's location? How about it, Alice? Can you find Gary? ... Alice? What's on your mind? Just something's bothering me. What is it? Nothing important. Well, obviously it's important. You're a psychic, apparently, and that's a big deal. Roger, there are no signs of Gary. I can't seem to view him for some reason. What, has he got magic powers or something? I see. At any rate, we know that Gary was after the Aqua data. I'll report back to headquarters that Pythagoras could very well be the development plans for Metal Gear. But Snake, I intend to withhold any information of your name or previous involvement with Pythagoras from my report. And I won't be asking any questions about your connection to Hans Davis for the time being. Snake doesn't know. I don't mind. Let them think that they want about me. No, Snake. If they have any second thoughts about your intentions, it could jeopardize our mission. Your presence is vital to this operation, and important to me. The only lead we've got left is Fleming. Find him before Gary does. Fleming's corpse can't help us. Gary was serious, Snake. If he gets there before us, Fleming's life is in danger. Let's hurry. Head to BRC-026, Snake, and find Fleming immediately. Right. Alright, new mission, I guess. Head for BRC-026. Mission start. Nope. Okay. Alright, now we got secondary characters. I mean, we had them in the okay. I must have pressed it down too hard because it skipped its turn. Okay, let's see. It looks like quite a few gun droids, quite a few dudes. Luckily with the second person, she can help with damage if it really comes down to that. Obviously we don't want to cause alerts. Well, looks like we just need to get to the end, I'm seeing. I don't see any extra cards. So, just straightforward, I guess. I mean, not straightforward, but you know what I mean. I wish I knew what those barrels do. I assume they explode when you shoot them. Or maybe they're just there for hiding purposes. I'm not sure. Yeah, I might as well equip a counter weapon, just in case. Let's see. I guess I could take a few seconds to look at her cards. Let's see. Strand, attached to a weapon. Equipped. Most of her cards are... I've already done like an auto thing on her just to kind of set her cards, and the game gives her a lot of equipped attachments. She seems to be a combat-oriented character, although technically you can equip cards on anyone. It's just... That's what the game kind of deems her to be, it seems like. Strand, attaches to weapon. Equipped type only. Adds 1 cost to target for every hit. Effects last until equipped item is used once or... So every time you hit them, it adds a cost to their turn, so it takes longer for them to go. Unless it kills them, then it doesn't matter. But, okay. Let's see. This one's just I think there's... Oh, those are suppressors too, so... Looks like just a different type of weapon. Yeah, equip type. Same thing. Body armor. Don't need that right this second. Oops. And then she has a pistol. Actually, kind of makes sense that a different character would have all the weapons, because even though Snake can use guns and all that, like that, usually he's not a big fan of killing unless it's absolutely necessary. Unless the player decides to kill everyone. USB. Handgun equipped. Yeah, most of her cards are equipped turns. After equipping, load with ammunition and fire. So that's one of those the weapons that the game mentioned that you need ammo for, so... Which I guess means you can equip different types of ammo into it. USP, a handgun adapted for standard use by the German Army in 1995. The barrel and slide are made of steel, while the clips, frame, magazine are plastic. Most guns are usually a combination of plastic at this point in most designs. I don't really know what their movement patterns are at the moment, so... I assume maybe you want to run up ramps to hide from people, maybe, or something? Doesn't look like there's a ton of people that way. Might be a good idea to, like... Maybe split the party. Although, you know what they say. Don't you know, you never split the party. Put the healers back and keep them hale... Or... Put the fighters in the front, put the clerics in the back, keep the fighters hale and hearty, whatever it is. Anyway. Alright, I've already equipped the weapons, so... Whoops. Don't want to move too far, because I don't know how I want to... Oh, right, she gets 3 turns. I don't want to move too far forward because, you know, having 3 turns is awesome, but, you know. But if you know, if you can't really do anything with those 3 turns or can't really move around properly. Yeah, I wonder if you could just go straight through. I might get rid of some of the cards like the claymores and stuff like that just to, just because I don't seem to ever utilize them. Definitely not using C4. Alright. Let's see what their movement style is. I assume going to the center is what they're gonna do on quite a few occasions. Uh-oh. Aw, come on! Already? Well, let's finish you off, hopefully before anyone else gets a turn. No! Don't you dare summon people. Can't you actually have, like, actual, what's the word? Actual weapons, lady, you know? Instead of, like, equipped cards? Oh yeah, I forgot that guys have armor now on a quite regular basis. Maybe Oh. This is gonna be good. Wait, do I even have any really? I've only got my SOCOM, and that's it. And where I'm gonna move isn't gonna be very good in terms of percentage. Really? You can get blocked? Huh. By allies. It looks like you can get blocked by allies if you're not paying attention. You already can see me, dude. That's not new. Whoops. That's not new. Oh, that guy's got way too much life. I'm not gonna be able to kill him. Well, that stinks. We're basically already in combat. That didn't take very long. Huh. Alright. Well, that guy's already gonna like get. Yeah, he's. Wait, what? You didn't even go. You didn't even go to look and check. All right, game. Whatever. I'm fine with that. Oh, now. Wait, what? You. Okay, whatever. I don't understand like how this game works sometimes. Because you're gonna go for help and then. Yeah, no new cards. Yeah, that's not good for me. I mean, I could punch him. It's not gonna do much, though. You already know I'm there. Can I? You know, I don't want to risk. Could I punch him there? I hope I can. That's gonna be quite annoying if I can't. Oh, but my turn's up anyway, so it doesn't matter. Ow. Ow. Ow, stop shooting me. Probably not gonna be able to kill him. Man, these guys are starting to get a lot more, health. Oh, I didn't have multiple. Oh yeah, I had a thing equipped on her, didn't I? I think I did anyway. I mean, here in a minute, the alarm's gonna go off anyway. Yeah, man, I was about to say, maybe I'm getting better. Nope, it took like a minute to, like, get in trouble. It's... Whoops. That's not a bad ability to have. I will do that if I'm gonna start getting shot here in a minute. Yeah, we might be doing this mission again here pretty soon. If things... I mean, things are already starting out bad, you know. God, I used too much cost on her already. It's like, she's got like 20 cost or something like that, so it's gonna take forever for her turn to come up again. Maybe I should have thrown a grenade. Maybe I should start just equipping cars that do damage instead if I'm gonna go the brute force method. It seems I always get caught every other minute, you know. Uh-oh. Ow. Luckily it only does 50 damage, and the snake has like, what was it, like 400 or something like that? Did I get any guns? Nope. Alright. Well, it seems like Snake and Teliko, or Teliko, however you want to pronounce the... looks like it's Teliko. Maybe I read the R in like one bit of media and something like that. But anyway, it looks like they're in a bit of trouble. Will we be able to continue further to find Fleming and beat Gary to Fleming? I don't know why I worded it like that. But anyway, find out next time in the next episode of Metal Gear Acid. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time.